Hi everybody, modmini here. Today I'm doing a tool review for the Aircat 1150 half-inch impact wrench. I've been using this Craftsman professional impact wrench for about 4 years now. It's a decent wrench. I only paid, I think, about $50 for it, and it's done its job. Although it doesn't put out the most power, and I've had to go get the 3/4 inch heavy hammer when I need to remove some really tight bolts. So a viewer recommended that I pick up an 1150 Aircat, which are known for having really high torque. They're also supposed to be quiet. So I went ahead and got one. I'll put a link in the description where you can pick this up. The price is relatively cheap compared to some of the professional grade stuff. It falls probably right in between advanced amateur and the professional line. So it's weighs about the same as a regular half-inch wrench. The physical dimensions are pretty close. If anything, it's just a little bit longer. It's got a very comfortable grip, and the control is on the back here, which some people may not like. I think it's pretty good. You can work it with one hand and with not much guesswork either. My old wrench had a forward and a reverse position here, and I always had to look at it to remember which was forward and which is reverse. And then there was a torque adjustment here, which you really needed both hands to use. Technically you could do it with one hand, but I always had to look at it when I adjusted this. So the new wrench has one reverse setting, full torque, and then for tightening there's 3 settings here. And it looks like you could probably get the feel of this without even looking at it. You could remember how many notches there are between the various ranges. I read some of the reviews, and there was some comments that the bits slide off easily from the what is this thing called, the head here. But I don't know, compared to my old wrench, they slide right on pretty easily. I generally don't have problems with them falling off, but the new wrench is much tighter. I have to push pretty hard to get it to go on. So maybe over time this will become looser. But for now I don't have any complaints. Comes with a nice sticker you can put on your toolbox. Some basic instructions including replaceable parts, and a nice catalog of the other Aircat products. And I live in the Northwest in the US here, and these are actually built very close to where I live in Washington State, in eastern Washington. So that's good, made in USA. So let me do a quick demo as to the torque power of these 2 wrenches. I've got an Audi A4 here. I'm going to be doing some suspension work on it. I'll make a video on that a little bit later. So I'll take off 2 lug nuts with my old wrench, which is not a slouch, and then I'll take off 2 lug nuts with the new Aircat wrench to show you how much more power this guy has. Okay, I'll take off a couple of lugs with my old wrench. Not too bad. Now we'll switch to my new wrench, and by the way, we're running at about 120 pounds of air. Switch this into the reverse position. Let's see how fast this comes off. Wow, it just knocked it like maybe once, and then it just spun it right out. Let's put a bolt in, and we'll start in the low setting. Now we'll do one on the medium setting. And that's nice and tight. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Aircat 1150, you can tell the hammer action is much faster. This is going to be a quicker wrench, and by definition, I guess that's more quiet because the wrench is doing less work. So far I like it. It seems to be a pretty decent wrench. It looks like it has a lot of power. I'll put a link in the description where you can get this. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.